toxic pieces of blood candy dripping in sin. We are Vamped Up, and I'm your host, Vamp Barbie, and we have a very important first guest on our show. What a way to begin our first show, might I add. Here with us today, Ms. Dead of Winter herself, Ms. Carolyn Bedford, the events producer and manager of Dead Winter Festival. Welcome to our show. Welcome to the Vamped Up Lounge.
It's great to be here.
Thank you. Welcome. Now, let's just get into it. What is the Dead of Winter Festival about?
Well, the Dead of Winter Festival is a huge heavy music and arts event. It's held once a year across two venues, the Dead of Winter, the Tivoli and the Jubilee Hotel. Wow. And yeah, it's just a great, huge day of bands and sideshows and
something for everyone to enjoy. It sounds like this Vamps kind of festival. So what year did it begin? 2009 you said?
Yeah,
2009. It's been running for a while.
Yeah.
Now, this viciously amazing festival has become so huge. It's expanded now over two different venues, being?
It's at the Tivoli and the Jubilee Hotel in Fortitude Valley.
In Brisbane, or Bris Vegas, as known to us Queenslanders here in Australia. Now, soon you'll have to host this event outdoors. It's becoming that huge. Now, the news that everyone is wanting to hear, there's a plethora of sinfully how vicious bands this year at Dead of Winter Festival. Just how many bands are playing, Carolyn?
Well, there's 61 bands. And
61 viciously sinful bands.
Yes, that's right. And there's sideshows as well, and special effects.
How do we fit them all in? I mean, as you said, two venues. We need that.
Yeah.
Before you announce this massive lineup, now it is my understanding that the more brutal and heavier bands will be at the Tivoli Hotel. Is that right?
It's not exactly true.
No. Okay.
So we have the metal bands and the punk bands based at the Jubilee Hotel, and then up at the Tivoli we have the hardcore, the metalcore, prog bands, and a bunch of heavy rock bands as well. Love it. Good. So heaviness across both venues.
That is perfect. Okay, well you heard that. You know where to be. It's in both. Yeah. And so how long is this? How long is the time frame to fit all of these bands in?
Well, it goes for 12 hours from midday to midnight.
Wow. I'm going to have to... I better bring a change of footwear in. It's going to be a long day for this band, running back and forth. Okay, so let's begin with the headline acts. For this year's Dead of Winter Festival, Carolyn to announce.
So this is our poster. The artwork was done by Cindy Sin.
Lovely, amazing.
Great Aussie artist. And the headlining act we have is Cog, so Prog Legends Cog.
Nice.
Then we've got brutal metal band from Brisbane, Disentomb.
Yes, I noticed they've got a new song out.
They do, and they're bringing an album out as well. So I think Dead of Winter is going to be the first time that they'll be playing those songs live, so that'll be exciting.
All the brutals out there.
Yeah, and we've got political rockers, Mammal, we've got Body Jar,
wow.
We've got 28 Days, Aversion's Crown, again from Brisbane.
Yeah, and they were at Download.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're a pretty big band.
Cool.
We've got Nick Oliveri from Queens of the Stone Age and Kai's. He's going to come, and he's actually playing in 3 bands. So he's doing...
Wow. He's busy.
So he's doing his Death Acoustic. Then he'll be doing a special electric set with his band, with Kai's Dies, which are...
So good.
That's going to be a set of Kai's songs.
Oh, wow.
Performed with an all-electric... backing band of Brisbane artists.
Okay, great.
And he's also playing in Svetlana's, they're a Russian punk band, and he's playing with them.
That'll be a lot of fun.
And there's more. We've also got Earthcaller, the Neptune Power Federation, Dark Cell, Minus Life, the Omnifit.
Dark Cell. Let's just stop at Dark Cell for a minute. Now, these guys have been up to a lot. Like they've just last night, they were at the Crowbar. and they finished their Australian tour, heading up to the UK, Europe tour for their album release, Dark Cells album release. And they will be back in time for the Dead of Winter Festival.
I sure will.
As well as Static X Wisconsin Death Trip 20th Anniversary Tour, which with Dope and Wednesday 13 and Dark Cells support act here in Brisbane.
Oh yeah, that'll be a great one. Yeah.
How awesome is that?
That's awesome.
More on Static X Death Trip Wisconsin tour coming up, not too far away, in videos coming up on Vamped Up. So, back to the Dead of Winter Festival. Yes, not only have we got 61 sinful bands, but there are deliciously, sexy-licious sideshow acts as well as daring.
They certainly are.
Yes, and they are...
So we've got the Danger Babes from
Danger
Art and Dagger
Babes.
Sideshow, so they'll be putting their lives in peril for your entertainment. Then we've got the very talented and beautiful Leela Lux doing her burlesque.
Oh, that'll be very sexy.
Yes, and we've also got Dolly DeVille. She's coming and doing some pole dancing. So the first time we've had some pole dancing at Dead of Winter. And then we've also got a drag queen, Dahlia Jaya, and I can't wait to see what she brings. And then we've also got a makeup competition as well, so special effects and body art as well, which is always
so
very
get your
entertaining.
gore on. Make sure you get dressed up and enter this massive horror competition. There's prizes to be won.
Yes. Great prizes. Yeah.
So yes, the more gore, the better in your costume. So do that. And wow, this lineup is amazing. And the sideshow acts, how sexy. There's just so much for everybody. All right. Wow. There's a lot to take in. Now, we will have this all in the links below. And where do we get our tickets from?
You can get them from our website, which is www.deadofwinterfestival.com, or you can get them through Oztix or Ticketmaster.
Perfect. Now, we have to mention this. Now, on a very somber note, it's always so very sad when we lose an amazing talent in the music biz, and not only so long ago. Rollo, frontman of Blowhard, has recently just passed away. Now, this was and still is a big shock to Brisbane and the wider punk community, and to all that followed him and his fans and everyone that knew him. So, Carolyn, can you tell us more about Rollo and his band Blowhard, as well as maybe you've got some personal stories you can share about him?
Yeah, well, certainly. I met Rollo probably when I was 18, so many years ago, when he was running a club called Club Splurt, which was at the Gabba Hotel, which has since been knocked down. And he was always really lovely and friendly and kind. And I remember the first time I ever saw Blowhard play, which was at that venue. Rollo came out on stage and he was wearing nothing but glad wrap. And I thought it was like the most punk thing that I'd ever seen. And
now that is pretty punk.
Yeah, and look,
just glad wrap.
Just glad wrap, nothing else. Nothing else. And look, he always had that kind of showmanship about him, but he was also really funny and just really kind-hearted as well. And I was reading through some messages that I had received from him from last year's festival, and he told me he performed on last year's event, but he told me that he was also going to be doing some burlesque to a band called Dick Lord. So he said in his message, I'm also doing burlesque strip to Dick Lord, fairy bread man, ha ha ha. So if you get hungry at Dead of Winter, come up and have some fairy bread. I'll keep the French sticks and bread rolls for you. Lol, thanks. And then
what a character! he sounds so great. He would have been a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you know,
a lot of fun.
I'm sorry that I missed that, Rollo. I wanted to see some photos. I hope someone got some.
He will be there in spirit in this festival.
And he said, when I asked him how it went, he said, my step into the world of burlesque was a hit too. People were actually eating my fairy bread as I peeled it off.
That's funny. What a character.
Then he goes on to say, to thank me for the festival, and he says, "Rest your soul, good lady, an amazing team of amazing people, such a good job." So that's classic Rollo for you. He was funny and like a heart of gold, and a total showman.
And that's him all over.
That is him all over.
Thanks for sharing. That was so lovely, just to give a little bit of insight to Rollo and what he was like.
Yeah.
And his craziness. Hey, I wonder if there's anyone that might be watching that might have some pics.
Yeah, well,
of Rollo.
Hopefully someone does.
In the glad wrap get up that was there that night, maybe.
Yeah. Well,
if you're watching, send it to info@vampedup.com.au. That'd be fantastic.
Or
we
just
can share it up.
Share it on the Dead of Winter page.
On the Dead of Winter page as well. Do both.
Yeah.
Now, I understand that the Blowhard Band will still be performing at this year's Dead of Winter Festival.
Yeah, that's correct. They will. They'll be doing a special show.
Yes.
They are going to donate their fee to Rollo's family.
That's so nice.
Yeah, and we're also going to be taking collections for his family across the festival. So at the merch stands and at the front door as well.
Great. So be sure if you're passing, just whatever spare change you've got for Rollo, pop it in there. It'd be lovely. I'm sure he'll be very missed, and he is very missed already.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Respects and condolences go out to the band, to Blowhard, and to all the friends and family, and to all the fans that followed him. And let's make Rollo proud and give him the biggest crowd ever at this year's Dead of Winter Festival. Now for a few little personal fun questions with you, Sweet Poison. Now, can you tell us maybe some of the memorable moments of Dead of Winter's festivals, previous festivals, experiences? Yeah.
Yeah, look, I think every year has its ups and downs. Every year has, those big high moments and maybe some stressful moments as well. There's always stressful moments.
Yes.
I think meeting Andrew Bartlett last year. And one of my friends, Judd, messaged me and he said, "Hey, Andrew Bartlett wants to come along and do some filming at the festival." And he messaged me during the festival and he said, "Oh, can I get him on the door?" And I'm like, "Sure." And I just happened to be in the artist services area when he rocked up, and he came in and he's like, "The system worked. I got in." And he ended up getting on stage with Frenzal Rom, and I didn't get to see it, but he did some kind of announcement, and they filmed it. But that was good.
That was a good, memorable moment.
Yeah, that was one of them.
Now, just quickly, all of us here at Vamped Up, we will be at this year's Dead of Winter Festival, thanks to Carolyn and everybody involved. So we will be filming and interviewing all 61 deliciously toxic bands and sideshow acts.
All of them?
All of them, but not at the same time, obviously, because 2 venues. So this is where we want, if you're watching, and also Carolyn, you can maybe have a chat to some of them.
Yeah, I'll try. Yeah.
And try and get as many as we can. So we're inviting you to come here on our very own Vamped Up Lounge and have a chat and a bite with this cheeky, lovable vamp.
Yeah, they should do it.
So all of you bands who are watching and performing at this year's Dead of Winter Festival, please email us at info@vampedup.com.au or contact Carolyn Bedford herself to let us know so we can organise this interview. We will have a Vamped Up Lounge set up at this year's Dead of Winter Festival.
That's right.
So we will be at the Fireball Whiskey.
Yeah, the Fireball Whiskey VIP Lounge.
Lovely.
So that's where all the Dead of Winter VIPs and the bands will be hanging out.
Yes.
So it'd be a good place to have your interview set up.
Perfect. A chat and a bite with this vamp right there. Before we go, I guess, Carolyn, you've got some thank yous and some sponsors to announce on this year's Dead of Winter Festival.
Yeah, so I would like to thank, of course, all the attendees that come every year, all the Brisbane music community, all the bands that take part, all my staff and crew, and all our sponsors as well. So Fireball Whiskey, Young Henry's, Beats Cartel as well.
Wow.
Hysteria Mag, 4ZZZ, big thanks to them. Berserk, Riffs and Licks, Everblack Media, Drum Cartel, Scene Star via Studios.
Perfect.
And also...
Amazing sponsorship.
Yeah.
It's good to see everyone getting involved.
Yeah, look, it's great that we have such support from all the local Brisbane vendors and Australian companies.
Yes, good to see. Now, also, here at Vamped Up, we'd like to thank you, Ms. Carolyn Bedford, my sweet poison herself. Thank you so much for allowing us to be at this year's Dead of Winter Festival.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And to the Tivoli Hotel and Jubilee Hotel and all of the 61 Helvitious bands and sideshow performers, which are again in our links for you, as well as Davo from Homebrew, Rebel FM, the rock station, for announcing and playing the bands on Sunday nights from 7 to 9 p.m, as well as 11 p.m. Tuesday nights leading up to the Dead of Winter Festival. Also, a personal thank you to the Vamped Up crew, Aidan Osavani, audio visual, say hello, quick flash, hi. And Zane Jack, technical support, say hi, little wave, thank you very much.
So the Dead of Winter Festival will be on Saturday the 13th of July, and you can get your tickets through our website, which is www.deadofwinterfestival.com.
Perfect. Now, we at Vamped Up are giving a lucky viewer 4 tickets to this year's Dead of Winter Festival. Now, step 1, like our Facebook page Vamped Up. Step 2, like this video on Facebook. And step 3, share this video to all your Facebook friends. Now, the first 1,000 to enter will go into the draw to win 4 tickets to this year's Dead of Winter Festival. Now, the entries will close the 5th of July, 2019, this year, and winners will be notified by me. So get on it. And thank you, Carolyn. Thank you for coming up here to our very own Vamped Up Lounge. And thank you all for watching. And I hope I've done okay for the first show. I know when I look back at this and think, oh God, and cringe. It'll be a cringe-worthy one, but it's okay. We all learn, don't we? Okay, so I'd like you all to please subscribe and subscribe to our Vamped Up YouTube channel, and where you will see everything Dead of Winter Festival on there. All the bands, the links, everything we have talked about here today will be on there, as well as our Facebook page and Instagram and Twitter, Vamped Up on all of those as well. So, also, lastly, if you want to set your gigs, festivals, or come for an interview on our Vamped Up Lounge, bite us back on info@vampedup.com.au. We'd love to hear from you and make it happen. So, love and bites for now from all of us at Vamped Up. Thank you, Carolyn.
Thank you.
Till next time, we'll see you soon.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.